capacity is 65,000 at Ford and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 72 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Throwing again on second down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, just to make sure I'm clear, you have not voted for NFL MVP yet, correct?
I always wait till the end. I always wait till the end.
I do the exact same thing, but let's just be honest here. Does he still have a shot? Here we are, Week 16.
Yeah.
He's in the race, but is he really there?
Yeah, I think he needs a little help. It's French. Don't you agree?
I agree. I think he needs a lot of help. People have to play poorly down the stretch around him in terms of the other people who are the candidates, and he needs to be absolutely beyond spectacular. I think it's going to be really, really tough. But you know something? being his team MVP. That's not such a bad thing, is it?
No, and he has been great for this team, no doubt about it. 8 quarters to prove himself. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 13. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed some...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And a Panther first down.
Now they try the right side here.
Number 28.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw to the middle, taken in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop the 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run. Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Gone. His guys tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it?
I think both of us would have said, go for it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers 16.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
16-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Gone. This will be caught about the 5. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal
coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. But still, a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system. But still, a nice spot to be in.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And the Panther.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
1st and goal.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Detroit. 69 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred. They come to
they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
His kick.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
15 yards.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll lift a throw on third and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. So we are at half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. The gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Panthers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
6-yard line.
Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carried by.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. He's gone for a Panther touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At their own 29-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
49-yard
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Montgomery. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing on third. Goff. He finds your man with a crossing route. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Montgomery back to the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Goff on the keeper.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game. My team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Now they try the right side here. yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
1-yard line.
2nd and 4. Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
A gain of 5. First down, Panthers.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line.
23 yards. And the Panther first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw again. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. first down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
32-yard line.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Panthers.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Panther first down.
They'll set up to throw. The kidder here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Panthers.
Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeff Okuda. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Gets through and now an opening. He's at the 50, the 40, still fighting for more. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. get it here to the 10-yard line.
Number 82.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. To throw again on second down. Goff. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Gone. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Walsh adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Today's final score, Lions 40.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.